Name badge.
There is your name tag. Thank you so much.
Programme of events.
So this is all the information for the week.
The revolution will be organised.
This year we wanted to, first of all, welcome you all.
From all over the world, the aristocracy of activists gathers in Oslo to tell their stories, share ideas and learn. They're already actors in their own countries, together today on a different platform.
I'm originally Palestinian. I've lived all my life in the United Arab Emirates until I was deported.
People know me as the standing man.
I was born in North Korea and then I escaped from North Korea. That's why I'm here today.
So we are the Uyghurs, we are the people whose human rights are violated the most in China.
And that's when you get the results. And the characters perform an action which create a result.
But there's work to do. The Oslo Freedom Forum isn't secret, but certainly obscure. In the basement of this 4-star hotel, human rights activists come to what feels a bit like a school for revolution. This workshop, how to make sure your message, whether in Egypt, Ukraine, Hong Kong, China, North Korea, catches on.
This may not evoke the spirit of the barricades, but the teaching here is to be successful, to topple a government for good, you have to be organised and to plan meticulously. And activists here have been involved in helping to organise the current protests in Hong Kong. Their plan to put thousands of people on the streets of the territory was in fact hatched nearly 2 years ago.
And dialogue is still the only hope that we have.
Jan Yi-lang protested in Tiananmen Square.
I'm Joshua Wong, the convener of Scholars.
He's talking to the Hong Kong students now on a daily, almost hourly basis, and has brought this message to the conference from the streets.
The Tiananmen massacre surprised the whole world. This time, the whole world is on notice. There's no excuse to say now we don't know. It happens. So this time we are on notice. We have to do everything possible to prevent bloodshed from happening in Hong Kong.
We've been told many of Hong Kong's demonstrators were trained long before taking to the streets to use non-violent action, as they describe it, as a weapon of mass destruction.
Protesters were taught how to behave during a protest, so how to keep ranks, how to speak to police, how to manage their own movement, how to use marshals within their movement. So these are people who are specially trained. There's also, how to behave when arrested, practical things like the need for food and water. That movement can last longer when people are taken care of, and also how to manage a water cannon being used against you, and other types of police violence.
It's meticulous.
Absolutely.
Today in 2014, more than half of the world's population are living either under non-democracies or under dictatorships.
And it's those lessons that are shared here. The chemistry of troublemakers who are agitating for positive change. But of course, struggles don't always succeed.
The problem with this is that the risk is high and that you can lose numbers fast.
Sergej Popovic was a leader in the overthrow of Milosevic. Since teaching activists from 40 countries, but only in 6 or 7 have his techniques of non-violent protest changed things for good. Techniques he believes more vital every day.
What we are really witnessing is a new world's race. While back there in 20th century it was an arms race, so how many planes, how many aircraft carriers, how many nukes you have. Now is, can the bad guys learn faster than the good guys can learn how to change the world? So we can see the bad guys learning, they learn how to censor internet, they learn how to prevent people from even coming off the street, they learn how to bring down your NGO or newspaper on accusations of not following the fire regulations, so this is not the open oppression. So they put this velvet glove on their iron fist. On another way, we are following the process of nonviolent groups learning throughout the Arab Spring, throughout the Occupy movement, throughout the Hong Kong. You can see them learning very fast from each other.
Yes, of course, like at any good conference, the evenings see deals done over drinks, schmoozing for democracy.
To say this is a strange event hardly begins to cover it. There's something deeply incongruous about seeing North Korean defectors, Ukrainian freedom fighters, even hackers trade information over glasses of champagne and Norwegian canapes. They call it Davos for dissidents, for very good reason. But it matters because they're sharing information and connections deeper and faster than ever before.
You know, we just arrived today and we...
Even campaigners who are celebrities in this room, the young women Putin put in prison, Pussy Riot, are here to brush up their contacts.
We are here because now we are doing our prison rights activity and we are involved in human rights issues, and so we want to just be in touch with other people from other countries which try to do the same stuff in their countries.
Most of their names you'll never know. Many of their hopes may never come good. But the next revolutionary who will change their country might just be in this room.